Everybody, I'm not as late as I could have been, but I'm still late. So we are going to be doing Outlast Trials tonight. I feel a little funny about that because I did plan on doing Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop, but I also think I am in enough danger that of not being able to do the full run that I wanted to do something that was a little easier to drop. The good news, though, is that I do actually have some tangible goals to work towards in Outlast Trials, so I can try and talk a little bit about how I'm going about that. Also, I finally got my first Rebirth solo. I'll confess, having read, I think probably this is just one of the... Excuse me. I think this is probably the whole, your imagination's a little bit better than what you can get shown. I'll confess I did rather prefer the newspapers. I think the ending that I got was basically a suicide. So it's interactive, which was something I wasn't expecting, but effectively it was like a suicide run on U.S. and South Vietnamese talks, which was interesting, and it's in line with what the program's about. But I think there is something to be said for okay, I did all that work so I can blow myself up. Cool. Anyway, we've got a few things to get through. So 3 daily tasks: unlock 3 padlock doors, C or above, A or above. And then on top of that, complete 9 trials, 3 without being incapacitated, avoid being grabbed by a pouncer, health and stamina booster. Chess match is something that would happen inside of the sleep room. X-ray for 120 seconds, restore health with a heal rig, bash open 15 locked doors, and then score a rating of A or above 3 times. So, what I'm going to do here is, just as a reminder, we've been going through... I kind of took the mowing the lawn approach. So we started with introductory for everything, then standard, then intensive. So we're on to psychosurgery for most of the level. Actually, sorry, we finished psychosurgery for most of the levels. So finished the orphanage, fun park, we've got our A+. Courthouse, we've got our A+. Toy factory, we got our A+. And we're on to... sorry, we just finished the docks as well for the A+. Downtown, unfortunately, I wound up with an A- for Spread the Disease, and I was on my way to an A+, and then the game sort of booted me out of the server for some reason, and then said that it couldn't be restored. I was pretty annoyed by that because it felt like my time wasn't respected, but I've gotten over it, and that's going to be what we try here. This can actually be very, very difficult with my loadout, but I'm going to give it a shot. After that, we're going to try the suburbs. So liquidate the Union went terribly the last time I did it. Again, we've got the A+ already for the intensive, so everything's on the psychosurgery. This is probably the most likely one for me to get the boosters, assuming that I don't do the amp for it. Shopping mall, I've got 2 MK challenges, and very disappointingly, I wound up with an A in Despoil the Auction as opposed to an A+. I'm actually trying to remember why that was. But in any case, we are getting close to that goal of psychosurgery for everything, which is kind of cool. So here we'll do Spread the Disease. MK Challenge, 1 to 4 players, 15 minutes. Sexually transmitted disease are the secret handshake of evolutionary judgment and divine retribution. Spread the infection, and we will let you out. I'm also letting the game randomize my my character. Although I think I picked the costume... I don't even want to say ironically, but sure, I'll say ironically. But yeah, I've decided at this point now, because I've got all my newspapers, I'll run with whatever character they pick, and then I'll maybe just try and go for some of my deluxe outfits. Although it is weird hearing the lady voices. And then in general, I do find Sorry, I'll just...
Sexually transmitted diseases are the secret handshake of evolutionary judgment and divine retribution. Spread the infection, and we will let you out.
Shameful game. But yeah, because I rolled a lady character, I never really thought of how much of the game seems to be built around like a male character. Some of Franco's lines in particular, and well, there's like a handful of them, but like they definitely read a little differently. I mean, not that it's like a preoccupation when I'm playing the game, but like it's just sort of, oh wow, this hits different. So, yeah, anyway. I've done this one a few times before, so the part that makes this one a little tricky is these little areas here. So basically, you need to sit in the room. It's a little like the Pleasure the Prosecutor level, where you need to sort of stay in the area for a fixed period of time. Old Subway, Speakeasy, and Snack Bar. Speakeasy is downstairs. That unfortunate soul is gonna get pumped full of something nasty. Okay. But yeah, so the big challenge on this one is that the confined spaces can be really challenging, depending on where you need to get the stuff. I've actually had in the snack bar, I believe I actually had the Jaeger spawn, which was character building. Don't know if she's bugged, but I'm going to take advantage of the fact that she's not moving around. I will also note, I don't really have... I don't really have anything to defend myself right now, so as much as I'd like to get started on a challenge, it kind of feels like there isn't anything in the level. So I figure I'll do the underground stuff first. Okay. And where I can, I would like to try and nab some... Okay. There's the speakeasy. Alright, so getting this secondary goal is helpful. In an ideal world, I would clear out the mine. Mine at minimum. Okay, better than nothing, although I don't have a lot of padlocked doors to work with. Okay, so, yeah, oh, here we go. So I guess the question is, how willing am I to give up this bottle to to dodge the mine. I also kind of need to go pee, but I can't do that if there's a potential Henrietta sighting. Nope, I'm already I wasted too much time on this. So the last thing I want to do while I'm working all this out, I want to know where my hiding spot is. It's like there's one down here, but that's jammed up. Okay, there's the hiding spot. Which is going to be its own problem, right, because of this mine? But as long as I know where I'm heading, that gives me a fighting chance. Alright, so it's gonna be a little character building, but let's try and make it happen. So it looks like there's one red okay, so one there. Looks like one there. But okay, and alright, not great. So I have a really specific order in which I want to do this stuff. So I just need to do that one more time, and then I can, I've got it in the bag. Second round, of course, is harder because the lights turn on. Okay, so that's lucky that we got a second one there. Probably don't have the time. Yeah, 48 seconds is too long to wait. Okay, I see where the other one is. So I'm going to take advantage of the dark in this part of the level. Not great. I'm gonna try and make the best of a bad situation. Okay. So here, I can close a door. And even if he hears me. So yeah, obviously I don't want to be caught out like this, but... Okay, we've got a pusher coming around. So the pusher, I think I'm just gonna hang out and wait. We know we win this, right? We just need to wait for the 100%. But he's going to hang around for longer than the other X-Pop. Okay, so X-Pop should head into one of the elevators. But you'll notice that our little friend over here is not leaving. I'm actually genuinely unsure if he's still in here or not, but I'm gonna risk it. Okay, so next place we want to do is the old subway. Not necessarily, like, I don't have a particular love for that location or anything like that. I just tend to find the, I'm still bad at the sewers. So being able to, oh my god. Actually, it would be slightly better if I tried different places. Okay, well that's no good.
What can you do to me?
Oh, is this the... Definitely wasn't expecting to find the old subway here, but that's not bad. So I'm gonna do my best. Up here, I think. Oh crap. Getting a battery is not bad, and then on top of that, if I can find some throwables, that will help me quite a bit. Oh. This isn't even necessarily optimal. This is just something that the task wants me to do, so... Ah, balls. I was gonna try and get cute with Henrietta. I just screwed myself. So I gotta be careful of this guy up here. But one of the best things I can do right now is to go into the subway. For the simple reason that Henrietta can't get there. So don't want to make any noise while the big man's having a tantrum. But I have a chance to neutralize Henrietta, which conveniently also means I can take a quick bathroom break. I should have done this before I... So I'm not quite ready to trigger it. Yeah, that was Henrietta leaving. So, feels a bit stingy as far as the throwables go and all that, but okay, definitely want to hang on to one of those, and I'll find something to do with that, I'm sure. So last question for me is, where am I gonna hide? Both so I can go to the bathroom, but also when all this kicks off. Alright, this is not great. I think this is like the corner that stays darkest. The one bit of good news, though, is that generally there's enough sort of winding corridors here to keep me from getting into too much trouble. So, if you will permit me, I'm going to tab out for a quick minute and do a small break, and then we'll be back to kick this off.
With the right medicine, you can live forever. Enlightenment is coming. Whatever the fuck I am.
What are you guys watching Outlast for? The real horror's back in the bathroom. Alright, let's So the big problem on this one is going to be, I'm going to need to basically go across the room for a few of the challenges. Presumably in the light. And that's going to mean opportunities to step on the... Okay, it's giant. That's going to mean lots of opportunities to step on, like, mines and stuff like that. So, the key will be... Alright, that's great. That is considerably less great. It's probably going to be a pusher because I don't see the light. Nope, that's a pitcher. That definitely makes things difficult. So I guess the question for me is, do I want to risk... Yeah, let's... Okay. Not a great start.
This little fuckpig!
Okay, that's going to be a potential problem. Okay, cleared it. So it definitely heard me.
Nothing. Always nothing.
Okay. So I probably should have used the X-ray there. You did get points for using them, but I wanted to save it for the second round just so I could have a little bit better of an idea. But you can kind of see what I meant about having a few more areas to sort of wind around. So even though there's this brighter area, and actually this is the dark corner. Okay, so that's good news there. Pitcher's still doing their rounds. Tough call on the...
Put it down for a sec.
That could have gone rather bad, but... Alright. Sounds like it's down there, but I need to see where they're looking at. You know what? Screw it. Fuck!
I'll get all of you, horse, eventually. Come on!
So, made a little bit of noise there, but we got through it. And again, we're clear of the... You only need to do it twice, so we're clear of the... we're clear of the threat posed by the giant. As long as we stay hidden, obviously. Presumably any additional enemies in the form of like pushers and things like that I may need to make a decision on, but as long as we can clear the exit, we're in good shape. Okay, we're good. So if I hear the alert of somebody showing up, I'm gonna beat feet. Otherwise, we'll take our prize. I definitely say it's a bit of a mixed blessing to get the to get Henrietta in a level like this. If you are on your way to one of these challenges, you're in pretty good shape because chances are you're going to be able to outrun her. And if you are in one of the areas, it is very, very difficult. Definitely sounds like a pusher and a close one, but I have no idea. Another reflection I've had on the level is, oh, actually not the level, but some of my approaches. Okay. I'm just going to give Franco his space. There's no real urgency to... you know what? This is a little bit of a waste, but... Actually, it does give me an idea about whether or not there's anything cool. Yeah, I'm wasting time now, but... Presumably, this is where I should go upstairs and drop off the...
Italians and spiders. You gotta be careful of the little ones.
It's again not super clear where Franco went, but I should be able to drop off this one. I was hoping to maybe take the other bottle back, but I'll work with what I've been given. Sorry, how the fuck did he get back here? Obviously, I gotta be ready to drop this and run at any given minute, but... Oh. Okay. We're fine as long as I keep my cool.
Fucking thief! Got rats in my cellar.
It would be nice if I could find a lockpick. Actually, that's funny. So obviously I gotta be a little...
Probably something I can milk around here.
So this is gonna involve some noise, so I better be prepared for the consequences. Alright. This is a little wasteful, but...
Synthesized love itself. Might be ready.
Really do have an uncanny ability
Of
to
course it's safe.
come after me.
Aging doctor, whatever the fuck I am.
So at this point, I'll just push ahead. I won't smash any glass, but I can clear a path if I need to mess around with this upper layer. I'm definitely taking my time on this one, but in fairness, this is like my third time doing this. Okay, now I like the fact that I hear Franco to my right, because that means I'm clear on the objective. Less certain about the pusher.
I can help what I am.
This game. Alright. Well, obvious answer is to... move closer. I thought I saw a third locked door. I think it's these ones. This is a bit of a risk. Yeah, he definitely heard something. I don't think it's a bad idea for me to... Yeah. So what did you all get up to this weekend? Obviously, I gotta hang out for a bit here.
Let's cut the lid.
Okay. I don't exactly want to wait forever. I suppose in a worst case scenario, I do have an antidote. Clearly, I'd rather not have to use it. That's not a happy sound, but let's do our best. Again, I'm being a little overly cautious on this one, but it's, like I said, it's a function of it's a function of the fact that I've done this. This should be a very straightforward one for me to finish, and yet this is my third attempt. Okay. I am a little concerned about hearing Franco, so I'm gonna take the long way. Good news is, I get to mess with the objective. Actually gonna take a quick... Yeah, so they're both scoring, so as long as I get that A... Now the question here is, do I want 3 throwables or do I want the... I'll maybe go back for the throwable when when we're at the end of the scenario. If I'm going to be locked in a room like this and the potential for the Skinner man to be coming after me. Actually, you know what? All right. I mean, stay mad. I don't think there's any way for them to get me in here. So this could be an opportunity. Let me just double check. No, that's all closed up. So, ooh, this will be... Okay, no. We've got one upstairs and downstairs. That's actually pretty cool. So there's one upstairs here, and then there's one downstairs in the form of the desk. Now the drawback, of course, is that I gave up all of my my defense mechanisms to set this up. Okay, so definitely one upstairs. Okay, I see the other one downstairs. That's not a happy sound. Sadly, I felt enough pressure from the X-Pop that I wanted to... Actually, one thing I should be doing more is tagging these things. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that was a picture. We're gonna hang out for a bit. Also, sorry for the language. That's the thing I'm worried about. The drawback here, this is, I actually think this is generally true for the game. Exquisite timing. There is a little bit of a drawback with the approach I'm taking here, which is that you can invest a lot of time into an objective, right? So in this case, I'm sort of waiting for the perfect combination, right? Hiding when I need to, you know, doing all the right moves. And then the drawback is if I get caught in the wrong spot, particularly if I get stunned. Oh man, this is one reason why I hate this part. There are definitely times when the enemies basically teleport down the stairs. I also apparently read the wrong meter, because the one I thought it was is definitely not the one I was looking for. Oh, there we go. Oh crap. But yeah, so basically taking this amount of time to try and do an objective. I mean, I think we're almost like an hour into the stream. This should take 15 minutes. In one sense, it can be helpful because you wind up with a degree of certainty in terms of your objectives. But it also means that there's this huge sunk cost that you need to deal with. Wait, did I see him jump over? That's interesting. I've run into some problems where... Hey, Hexadecimal. I've definitely run into some cases where I'm on the run from Henrietta, and she just kind of... she just kind of drops. All right, now I got to think a little bit about how I'm going to approach this, because there's really no way that I can stay, like there's only one direction, right? Okay. You know what, screw it. Yeah, so this is the problem, right? If that didn't go my way, it wouldn't matter that I spent almost an hour doing all of this stuff. It would mean that I'm down a life, and all of that time goes into a run that didn't get me an A+. But I think we'll be fine. It would be nice if I could equip myself for the showdown with Franco. But right now I'm going to wait till we're clear of the... Oh, actually, it looks like... Yeah, there we go. So before I go too much further, I do want to grab one of these. Thought I heard Franco. It's going to take a minute to load up. I sure do love their pictures. that's health. That doesn't really help me right now. Okay, I don't want to make too much noise right now, so... well, looks like... Okay. Can't say that was very helpful. I want to completely waste time here because there is a way, like I can, in a pinch I can probably do this with just the one bottle. But it sure would be nice to have an insurance policy. Then again, I guess my last option would be don't think there's going to be much for me in the bank vault, but... I'd rather not waste the one bottle I have on a pouncer, so I'm just going to avoid that noise whenever I hear it. And again, this is a complete waste of time here, right? Like, if I don't wind up with like a bottle or something to show for this, it's just all right. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. Oh boy. Ah, this absolutely oh man, I even had invasive maneuver. What's the point of making me waste a bottle? Ugh! Yet another reason for me to dislike that. I mean, again, I just reflexively hit the right mouse button, so I'm partly to blame on this one, but like, why allow someone to waste their resources that way? Not a great place for me to be. Okay. So, while I calm down from that incredibly annoying encounter, I'm gonna go see if I can find bottles in the other part of the level. I figure if I'm potentially going to make noise on something, I might as well do it in a case where I have sort of a safe space to do it. Okay, now if I can replace this bandage with a bottle, that's best. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna need... This is arguably the worst form of healing I can get, because this is going to require me to sort of stand still and do my thing, but... Oh, what do you know? They didn't go away! They stayed in exactly the same spot to give me that oh-so-fun encounter I had before. Oh shit. I'm calling bullshit. But bullshit or not, I gotta get out of here. I am debating about switching out the bandages for... Actually, got a better option. This is like a last resort, but... Well, this feels like a good use of time, doesn't it? I would be tempted to go close the door after him, but let's just try and make something happen with the... Now, if I recall correctly, there is a giant waiting for me on the other side of the door when this thing finishes. Actually, this is a terrible place for me to be if the giant's coming in, but... Apparently nobody saw me, so... Oh, now they don't show up. So if that's not an A+, I am uninstalling. Yeah, so trial duration to get to the end of this, but... Amazing theta wave activity. Reagent excels in trial. Suggests group therapy to help advance lesser reagents. Big Saver, Bamboozler, Hunchback, and we get some points.
Special. Nobody else is operating on your level, and I have special things planned for you. Keep going.
If I could redo my my loadout again, I would have made the evasive maneuver permanent. Excuse me. But so far as I can tell, there isn't really a respec, as much as you just kind of do another relapse and. Get the item. So
Who needs a little pep?
I don't really do invasion, but it
You
feels
may experience
slightly better to
animosities, burning metal. That's normal.
excuse me. Feels a little better to put it towards prescriptions. So I'm gonna run to my room for a little bit. I'm trying to get a little bit better at taking proper breaks. Obviously I went to the bathroom partway through the partly through the level, but we are, excuse me, excuse me, one away from finishing downtown. If I want, I can try for the tasks. So just a reminder that complete 3 trials without being incapacitated, don't get grabbed by a pouncer. Obviously very frustrating to have that happen at the very end. Boosters I'm not going to worry too much about. Chess is for later in the... later on, health rig, I'm not going to throw away my psychosurgeries. And actually, in retrospect, I should have kicked in that locked door. But we'll worry about that later. I am going to try and stop sneezing. Excuse me, and fail. And I'm going to take a proper break. I'll try and make it a quick one. But we will be doing some more of the psychosurgery for the rest of the evening. Optionally doing some of my weekly tasks. But the real focus here is going to be... on just trying to clear out the remaining levels. See you all in a minute or two. All right. You know what? I had a little bit of a brainstorm while I went and got something to drink and did my stretches and such. So, weekly tasks we have, excuse me, restore health with a heal rig 5 times. So, last time I did psychosurgery, traffic the product, the big problem I ran into is Franco with his sniper shotgun did a lot of damage to me to a point where I couldn't actually get the A+. Now, the ideal version of this will be that I don't take damage, period. And if that happens, of course, I just need to do the main and secondary objective and I'm good to go. So one of the risks that I'm running into here is that I'm not going to be able to compensate for the... I'm not going to be able to compensate for any other sort of like negatives that happen to me by spamming the X-ray rig. However, given that this is probably one of the more likely ones for me to need or to do that healing, I'm going to argue that this is the one that I should bring the heal rig on. And like I said, there's 2 paths. Either one, I'm good at dodging the damage that Franco's going to do to me, in which case there's just that lower risk of not getting the A+. Or I do get damaged by Franco. I'm going to need to heal myself. And by healing myself with a heal rig, I can get the weekly task done. And if I have to do this a second time, fair enough. Like, I'm more familiar with this one than the others. So this one isn't a huge chore to do. There's a couple of annoying bits in it, but nothing that would keep me from doing this multiple times. So traffic the product. There can be no health without profit. Encroach on Franco's territory, distribute Murkoff's experimental opioid, and take his people's money. Dependent consumers breed healthy economies.
The trial is ready. Please proceed to the shop.
They're twins. Actually, one thing I'm a little curious about among all of you is if I were to... So I've been spending a lot of time... I know I did Outlast and Whistleblower on the, you only get 1 life mode, or Insanity, I think it's called, or something like that. Would there be any interest in me doing that for Outlast 2?
You are the pharmacist who pushes the drugs that ensure a healthy profit. Unsanctioned narcotics disrupt virtuous addictions. Sell our product in Franco's territory, steal his customers, bring us the money, and we will let you out.
Okay. So the start of this one on psychosurgery is a bit hairy. I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. Okie doke. Traffic the product. Yoink.
Shit sells itself. Easiest thing in the world. Drop off the product, bring back the scratch. Just don't let photos see. Drugs. Drugs would really make this memorable. Nothing feels this good.
Okay, so there should be a giant that emerges any minute now. Run for your lives! Alley-oop. Damn it. So obviously that didn't go as planned, but I survived.
Uppers, downers, anything. Get me off this planet.
So the key on this one for me was making sure that I could get the cash on the cart. If I don't do that, if I don't clear the cache, I was a little worried that might have been Henrietta. Actually, if I can find a lockpick, that will help me a lot. Oh. I'm sort of like on pause at this point, but okay, I can live with this. Screw it. Oh crap. I don't remember having this much trouble. Every little bit helps. Ugh. Oh, terrible. I guess the good news is that at least I'm ticking down the cooldown for the health. So this is the part I need to clear. Everything else. Actually. Damn. I was gonna try and kick in those boards on the other side just to see if I can get some more items, but depending on the patrols, that may not be viable. Let's give it a try. Alright, that's more than one enemy that's a danger to me. And looks like I can hide in this. I'll confess, taking my time on this one isn't the worst thing that can happen to me. Again, just because the cooldown on this thing is so slow. Uh-oh. think it's downstairs. Good lord. I gotta find a place to hide because of the picture. I will now read articles from the nearest magazine while we wait for everybody to go away. It's less clear where Franco is right now, so I may need to make a fast exit. Okay, not great. Is not a happy sound, but it's not an unmanageable sound. If it seems like I'm a little more obsessive about the batteries here, it's twofold. Okay, I could have potentially kicked that in, but I think I'm... what was I going to say? It wasn't about kicking the door, and it was, yeah. Well, this does give me a chance to double back, so it's not the end of the world. Also, now I've got... Oh, right, sorry, I was talking about the batteries. So with the loss of... Ooh, that's not a good noise. Although I am happy that they're knocking out the boards for me. But yeah, if I seem a little obsessed with like grabbing the batteries and that, it's because I don't have my spam the rig option. So in this case, disabling traps and using the batteries, it's absolutely no substitute for the X-ray. But again, on the margin, you know, taking a bit of damage, say, stepping on a noise trap. There's a few different forms it can take. I'm gonna run the risk of taking the bottle. Double heroin for you, sir.
God bless you.
Now, one of the drawbacks that I run into on this level on psychosurgery is that I never read the locations where the okay, I don't think I want to risk the delivery. Let's just see where he moves. Yeah, he's coming closer, so. And this. This is why I have the rig that I have. I actually don't know where the... God, it sounds like he's following me. Okay, actually, this was lucky. So, yeah, like I said, one of the drawbacks I run into is I don't really keep track of where the... So there's definitely an area...
I want to get fucking high.
I think it's a little too late for me to try and do this in the snack bar. This place is lousy with... I mean, I guess I could try it, but I don't see that as being... So if I'm not mistaken, let's see. I could have dropped the package off here. That's concerning. So the original reason why I said it would be nice to have a lockpick is right now I've got 250 seconds to wait before I... Okay, good. 250 seconds to wait before I can heal again. Now, you know, it's not the end of the world. I'll probably be able to manage, but obviously that's not a situation where I want to be relying on... A bit tired. I'm actually wondering... I think if I... Just trying to find the sort of turnstiles. Yeah, it's basically this one, so I'm glad I checked. Where is he? God damn it. It's not worth it. So this is what I'd want a lockpick for. Okay, the pusher shouldn't be that much of a threat if that's where he's going. At the very least, I should be able to run. I also know there's a... Oh, okay, I want to be careful. I also know there's an antidote nearby.
You think I let somebody call me?
Obviously, that could have gone very, very badly.
I want it pure, uncut.
One heroin for you.
You make me feel so good.
Yeah, like I said, sort of obsessively running with the batteries is mostly a function of the fact that I don't get to use the rig as much. So I still have a bit of work ahead of me in terms of moving the cart, but it's a little more secure. Again, this is definitely a mode where I do not want to be counting the chickens before they've hatched, but... Okay. This is gonna get really... Okay. Unfortunately... I don't think there's any hiding... Okay. Good lord.
Not so fucking big now, are ya? Let's cuddle.
Probably overcompensating, but I really do not want to take any chances with this. And obviously, seeing a pincer movement like that is... I wish I knew where that pouncer is. Obviously, with the don't get pounced task, if I can... God damn it!
Piece of shit!
I got pretty lucky with how that turned out.
Are you gonna be my mommy? You don't fuck with Lupara! Rip your brachiole out by the roots and feed it to you. I can't believe what you're gonna make me.
Is this really worth risking getting pounced? Survey says no. But I have a poster to show for it. There's another one over there, but given that I can hear the X-pop. Damn it, Franco! Oh my god. I think one of the most frustrating thing about some of the enemies will be when they just kind of stand around. Because once you've hit an equilibrium... Now, again, there's no... Well, okay, it's not that there's no way that the game can tell, but like obviously you don't want to get too complicated with some of this stuff. But there's definitely cases where, you know, you've hit an equilibrium point. It's clear that you're not going to move until they get out of the way. But they just kind of stand around, and there's nothing there to like flush you out or anything like that. I'm going to try my luck. So they're going to trigger at some point, yeah. I cannot believe I got away with that. Now the funny thing about this is, having done all that, that was close to a good idea. Unfortunately, that was also done in by... Okay. Now we know where the bad guy is. But yeah, so there's a couple cases where the enemies just sort of hang around, and you know there's not going to be any movement until they go away, but they just sort of stick around regardless. Now if I'm lucky, we're able to just push this. Okay. I'm okay running now. Okay, now I'm less comfortable running. I would have gone into that closet, or that locker, but... I'm actually a bit exposed here. Ugh. This is where I really miss my X-ray. Sadly, I don't know where Franco is, and I don't want to try my luck here. Alright, let's try not to screw this one up. Okay, that's a pitcher. The big thing right now is that this isn't one of these, like, the shuttle starts leaving as soon as you end the mission. Actually, arguably, that would be easier. I just run by everything. But yeah, until I have a good idea of what the state of play is. Okay. There is an opportunity here. Okay, I may die here. This sucks. Haha! Technical success is still success. I wasn't 100% sure how that healing interaction worked. Yeah, the tricky part on this one is you just need to make sure that you can manage the 10 seconds. So sometimes I'll bring the full heal, sometimes I'll bring something else. That's not normally something I would want to repeat. But I believe we got 3 heals out of that as well.
Perfect. You're the engine of the future. I fill you with pain and humiliation, and you burn with obedience and prosperity. Every day is tomorrow.
I hope I have something that can help. Now they'll respect you. You behave now.
All right. So I don't want to spend like I don't need to like spend a bunch of time in my room to do a review, but we did hit a actually we've got a couple milestones. So now I can get pounced no matter what. So yeah, complete 9 trials. That theoretically will happen on its own. I mean, technically we're at 3 of 9, so, you know, I'm going to need to do more than 1 a day, but not that many more. Chess match, theoretically, I will be able to find someone who wants to play chess with me. Bash open 15 locked doors. I didn't do a good job of that last round, but this is, again, something I can presumably do on my own. Two restore healths, I think, is something manageable. Really, the question here is, do I want to try and do a trial to get these, or do I want to roll the dice with the amp? And as you can see, I've been sinking the tickets into invasion prescriptions, not because I plan on doing invasion, just that's kind of how I normally build it up. I get myself my holy trinity. Again, evasive maneuver. Sadly, I was unaware of how useful it was until I had already picked hide and breathe. I believe that was actually the last one of the 3 that I got as well. But yeah, basically I get the prescriptions first. I get the rigs as I need them, with preference for the X-ray. And then usually what I do is I boost the invasion stuff, and then again, I've never done invasion, don't intend to, frankly. And then when I can, I get myself some extra amps. I'll also mention we've got... There are some catalogs I haven't purchased yet, but right now I'm just hoarding tickets. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to go to my room... Downtown now is enshrined with an A+. So, police station, orphanage, fun park, courthouse, toy factory, docks, downtown, and we are on to... liquidate the Union, which did not go well the last time I did it. But we've got enough time that I think we'll give this another shot. Where this becomes a challenge, I'll try and explain this a little bit, because I know... Actually, was it you, Hexadecimal, who said that you were watching other people play this and it felt like a different game? This will actually... It occurred to me, I don't know if I ever specifically told you I don't know if I ever, and I apologize. I used to be really good at remembering the specific names who would say this, but especially when I'm playing, a game like this, there's a number of things that are kind of, well, I guess when you said it, I wasn't playing Outlast Trials, but yeah, I've been lately playing a lot of things that require, no, I do like. It's tough. I always tend to find that the people who care the most that you remember specific things that they said are the ones who tend not to say very memorable things. I feel terrible saying that because I know there are times I've genuinely forgotten, and it's not because I dislike the people. So that is it's just one of those observations, right, where like, it's a little bit like, the people who want to talk about, celebrities and the features that they find unattractive happen to be people who are maybe not physically very attractive. Let's see. Oh, come on, Algrins. This is the first thing you've said all chat. You definitely don't count as word flooding. But yeah, it's just one of those ones, right? Like inevitably it is the people who don't say the memorable things who will always be the most, Hunt Showdown run starting. Oh, excellent. Okay. Well, hopefully the verbal explanation will be enough here, Hexadecimal. But yeah, the things that psychosurgery does, it adds the following variators. Increased threat 2, maximum population of brutal enemies, unreliable doors, extra barricaded, trapped, and blocked doors in the trial, more and deadly traps 2, maximum amount of deadly traps, limited items 2, amount of items found in the trial is very limited. You've heard me complain about not having enough stuff to throw. Limited hide spots 2, very limited amount of hide spots in the trial, and psychosurgery, and I do it alone, yes. Psychosurgery, maximum trauma, rig cooldown extended, less inventory space, no player names, no intel. And that's the one that makes this one quite challenging. And in fact, I'm going to find another section of this, another challenge in here quite challenging as well. So I believe Suburbs is the one that's quite unpleasant from a psychosurgery perspective, because the no intel, there are the radios that have the symbols on them, but because there's no intel, you can't rely on the little token reminders. You actually have to remember the locations for yourself. And of course, as I was mentioning, there's between Uncle Chops and Outlast Trials, I'm playing a lot of things that demand my attention. And so my already, questionable memory is being further taxed by, having a lot of individual challenges to deal with. So this one, the D plus is, I mean, that's fine. This will probably be a gong show anyway. The D plus was very upsetting. The less I think about that, the better. I have no assurances that this is going to be an A plus as well, and we'll see some of the challenges that I run into right off the bat. But I got to get through it, and hopefully we'll be able to get the health and stamina booster. That's, I guess, the one nice thing is that when you play solo, you don't need to worry about sharing the health and stamina boosters. But yeah, liquidate the Union. Trial, 1 to 4 players, 45 minutes. Human labor is the backbone of liberty and profit. We cannot allow the vanity of self-preservation to threaten production. Cross the picket line, persuade labor to resume production, and liquefy the Union. So this may take me the rest of the evening to wrap up, but we'll do our best. Oh, good luck in Hunt, by the way. Hunt Showdown, Hexadecimal. Let me know how it goes. I still haven't read or seen The Hunger Games, Algrins. Although it's the Donald Sutherland character who says it, right? I guess there's more than one character, but I believe the Donald Sutherland character is the memorable version of the quote.
The scab that heals the wound. The Union is the putrescent sore that infects with notions of a livable wage and a survivable workplace. An example must be made. Kill the Union boss, resume production, and we will let you out.
Did you know that Bitcoin is up 5% in the past 24 hours? Canada finally has, like, so, I've never heard of Dungeon Crawler Carl. So yeah, Canada now has, like, so discount brokers in Canada used to be like, you know, you'd spend $15 to buy or sell shares, even if like you were buying $15 worth of shares. Oh, please tell me I put my X-ray on. I did. Canada now has one which will do trading at zero cost. I mean, they soak you on the foreign exchange is how they make that happen, but we now get something kind of equivalent to Robinhood, I guess. But apparently the cost to free trades is that I get push notifications telling me that Bitcoin is moving up and down. And I'm like, this is completely the opposite of how I want to manage my money. In a perfect world, I would have to do the walk of shame to like a Bloomberg terminal to see what the price of something is. Oh my god. Okay, let's find a hiding spot. Not quite what I had in mind, but it'll do. But yeah, anyway, it's just like, you know, I have the boring economist answer, which is, you know, I am actually not a full efficient markets hypothesis person. I think probably it's more true today than it used to be, largely because of sort of the quants and stuff like that. Fuck. Alright, I am a little surprised that turned out. Oh, crap. Run, big and large! The Reaper is coming! Dungeon Crawler Carl, the Inner Jacket Synopsis, a series by Matt Dinneman about a man, Carl, and his ex-girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut, who are forced to compete in deadly intergalactic game show after Earth is destroyed and transformed into a 18-level dungeon. Apparently it's actually deeply political and social, and the intro is sneaky. You know, if you're able to scream madly into the mic when you're playing, the psychos would just think you're another... Actually, so, I don't know if you saw this. Yeah, sorry if that's... damaging people's ears. You saw nothing. Yeah. So yeah, with Ecorb, we turned on the mode where if you make a noise through the mic, the enemies do detect you.
beach was fucking beautiful! The fuck is wrong with you? Huh? We was trying to foment some fucking grievances! Gonna get my friend comfortable, then you think I'm fucked.
Well, at least in this case, you do need to activate the you do need to activate the sound, so or like the push to talk. So there's a couple of ways you can okay. As you can see, I'll hit tab now, and it doesn't reveal any of these. Okay, so there's the club. But yeah, in these cases, I'm going to have to remember these. And it will not surprise you to find out that there's a giant that's going to show up. So. So spades in the far back. This is the club, so. Moon. I'm pretty sure it's this one, but I don't know for sure. Hello, madam? God damn it! Oh, that was a bunny. My bad. So that's got to be the moon. Of course, the problem here is if I get hit by the giant, that's lights out. Okay, funny. I don't know if they're going to turn around at this point, so let's go for it. Fucking hell. Sorry, I got really sweary in this game. So if I can find a I think it's an antidote in this one, but if I can turn this into an opportunity to get health. I don't want to waste too much time here, but I do want to take a quick peek to see if there's any health that I missed. Welcome back, Hexadecimal. I hope that your session went well. I don't know if they climb over the edge, so you're terrible at it. It's a tricky one. That's like games like that I'm interested in, but I'm gonna sound so cheap saying this. I do consider them slightly, for lack of a better term, like high risk choices. Like, I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be a game that I'm into. I do like PvE, which is what it seems to be. Let's see what this is. It's like, it seems like it would be interesting, but it really does kind of strike me as a game that maybe should be free to play. And like, obviously that is such a lame thing for me to say, right? It's like, I don't think I should have to pay for this one. I fully understand how that comes off, and I can't quite articulate why, but I've always gotten the impression that it was just one of those games with a very free-to-play sort of style. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I think, you know, like, I would say, how do I put it? In a non-pejorative way, I actually kind of feel this is also true about the things that I like about the Outlast Trials. So for instance, I think they have added enough in this game here, and I'm like reasonably happy I've paid for it, although I have had a couple of instances now where I'm sort of seeing the limits of my enthusiasm. There's like a couple of times where it'll do something that really feels inconsistent with the rules that it's set up. Okay, there's a much needed heal. Almost bought this game when you bought Hunt. I was split between them. Oh, interesting. But yeah, so just to be clear, I do not feel free to play or live service are dirty words. I know for some people, saying this stuff, you know, makes it seem bad. But like, I'm just thinking of what the game was like in beta, and when I think it was beta, whatever, like the early version was, and like you had 3 levels. I don't have a lot of places to go. And I was just sort of thinking, like, for someone like you who's trying to decide, you know, between a couple of options, wouldn't it be nice to like play kind of the original 3, and then you decide, you know what, I'm into this. So then you pay, you know, whatever the price is now for the base game, and you know, you still have the, you know, you can still buy the premium currency and the different like you can do all the main stuff here, but like the difference is that like for this game, you pay to find out if this is something that you like. And I think the great strength of a lot of live service games are that you try the game, and then if you like it, then you start paying. And like Apex Legends, League of Legends, all the Legends games now. Dota of the Ancients. Dota of the Ancients is, Dota 2 is a particularly interesting case because, in this case, you, as far as I can tell, do not buy any of the... Yeah, Eve would be another good one. The one of those things I was most excited about getting in this game when you showed me the lobby was you want to play chess. Yeah, I actually, the drawback I've now learned is that I don't feel there's a lot of strong chess players in the game, but when you see someone sitting at a chessboard waiting to play, they're usually quite good. I get my ass kicked whenever it's one of those. You're a whale in FTP games. World of Tanks took hundreds, if not thousands, from you before you went Apex. Yeah, well, and this is the thing. Like, I don't see there's anything wrong with that. Like it's another way of it. Like, so in this case, I have really benefited from the fact that this game has been viable enough for people to continue sort of buying and playing. Sorry, I'm gonna need to concentrate for a little bit. Okay, I'm not going to be crazy about making this noise, but... Reminds me of my weekend. Bedroom, office, garage, game room.
I'm only trying to help.
God! Sorry to abandon the topic of conversation, but the maniacs are gonna kill me.
Must be free now.
Office, garage, game. Am I really this thick? Oh God. This is my home now. I don't even know if this is one of the rooms I need to do it in. Okay, this is gonna suck. Oh! I am too tired. Fuck these enemies. I have no throwables now, but... I cannot think of a single time, right? I've had enemies where I'm like, okay, that was a pretty good moment. I quite literally have never had a moment. Okay, blank 7 blank blank. Let's just wait this out. It definitely said garage, like I'm apparently losing it. Oh. Okay, blank 7 blank 1. That's the lounge. Oh, there's the game room. Okay, not great. Okay. Blank 751. Sorry for the cowardice. So it was blank 751, right? You see nothing. My home now. I can see all the stains, I just can't find the damn code. I'm on the brink of just randomly picking. But it's gotta be in here. This is supposed to be the tutorial part. I feel like I'm losing my mind here. Yes, on brand for the game, just not in the right way. Sometimes I'll be a little clever and like put it on the roof or on like a table or something. So like I wouldn't be surprised if it wound up on the bed, but like obviously it's not. You see nothing.
Need Silky to not. No. 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 You deserve it.
Like, I believe this is its own room. I don't think this is the bedroom. So one of the things I'm going to do real quick is just double check the labels. Okay, so that's the lounge, so it's got to be in here. I feel like I've checked a lot of this stuff pretty comprehensively, but like obviously if I keep thinking like that, I mean, I wonder if it shocks me for getting it wrong. Okay. I'm old hand at this.
Now comes the attention.
Ready, Ben?
I still have no idea where that where that code was. I don't like attributing stuff to bugs when let me see if I can kill the bot here. I don't like claiming stuff is a bug just because I couldn't do it, but I will confess I am wondering if the code spawned in a spot that I just simply could not see. You never know. So this makes noise. This is going to be tricky.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it. You're the fucking joke.
Okay, Frank, there's going to be a problem. That's particularly grim. Ooh, excellent.
I'm gonna make you into a warm place to curl up in. I can't believe what you're gonna make baby do. Breaking my fucking bones.
So I gotta find the other trigger for this, but this'll be a massive help. Huh. I genuinely thought I would find the...
There you go, pacifiers. You'll get to cry soon.
What? How did I miss that? Lewd and threatening activity. Reminds me of my weekend. All right. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the
Made for this. I deserve this.
about taking the sorry, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about taking the whatchamacallit, the lockpick with me, but I'm gonna give it a shot. By the way, this guy rolls back if you delay long enough.
Maybe he'll kill you.
You see nothing.
Come back here! I'm gonna suck the fucking life out of you. A fucking pile, you hear me? Leave you a fucking pile!
Shield back on.
This is my new home. Everybody's here.
Oh, you pretty little thing. Oh.
And all the while, the objective's rolling back to the start.
Coming back on me.
Franco!
Hold it right there. That's the market. We're down for a second.
Slow down! I just want to help!
Damn it!
What a butterfingers! Relax, baby! Just relax! What's in the Don't worry, Frank.
That was my bad on the trap. Fortunately, I should be able to recover it. I'd rather not use one of the healing. I'd rather not use one of the like the large medicines.
Don't be afraid!
Trying to find one of the. Okay, Moon Club Diamond.
Shit.
Moon Club Diamond. I'm just gonna have to repeat this to myself a couple of times, otherwise I'll make a boneheaded move. Not great, but we can manage. I still want to be careful about the health here. There's a couple of things that could insta-kill me. It's Moon Club Diamond, right? Okay, there's the club. Here we go. Okay, this is going to get dangerous for a little bit. Damn it!
Earned everything myself. You fucks get away from me. Got rats in my cellar. I'm thirsty.
If this is a picture, I'm gonna freak. There's the diamond. Not great.
Remember anything? Hamilton's making me company.
There we go. Gotta remember where that club was. Feels like I was here before, but... God, do I want to give up? I don't think this is going to be the one. Thing is, the question is, what exactly am I saving it for, right? This wasn't it, was it? It was. Okay, and diamonds down below. Okay, I think at this point...
There you are. What a wing gift what do you?
That's more just because I can. So I don't think I'm doing myself any favors by holding back on these. Oh, here we go. So I gotta remember which one of those is the diamond, and then we get to do this fun... That's a picture, I don't want any part of that. Okay, that presents its own opportunity. I just need to make sure I have a good hiding spot. In that order? Sorry, hexadecimal. Yes, I'm not 100% sure what you were referring to, but almost certainly any stuff that I drink. I'm trying to think if there's a drink that isn't health. Okay, so it's the one in the middle here. But yeah, the large medicine will give you all your health back. Oh man, I do not feel good about... Looks like a brick, so... God, I'm bad at this now. Yeah, fair enough. So we're getting close to the end, but we have absolutely no guarantees on making it.
Supposed to be a gaslight on the floor. What the fuck is this?
So I'd be tempted to bang down those boards, but getting him to the objective is the higher priority right now. Come on. Okay, spade, diamond, moon.
Oh, me sick. There's no way.
Spade, diamond, moon. Spade, diamond, moon. Oh, come on. Spade, diamond, moon. Spade, diamond, moon. Fuck off. Spade, diamond, moon. Thank you, Hexadecimal. I hope I had that right, otherwise I'm going to be very upset with myself. Okay. Oh, come on. Well, there's a diamond. There's got to be an order, so... Nice big circle. Spade. Diamond. Moon. I am feeling a bit turned around in here as well, so, but we can correct. I am perplexed. Oh man, really? I'm taking the long way. I don't want that pitcher coming after me. Well, we found the moon.
Oh man, don't rest.
I don't think it's gonna be there, so. I'm just gonna double check on this one. Not great.
Oh Jesus.
Sadly, I wasted an opportunity with that giant going in that area, but I'm gonna just try running. I think I've been here actually, but yeah, I have, but I'm willing to guess there's like one upstairs that I'm missing. That's the spade, but yeah. Well, this is the real challenge with the psychosurgery one. I think it's manageable when you have those. I think it's manageable when you have the alerts to let you know. No! You couldn't have planned that better. But yeah, so there's little oh, we haven't looked at this one before. Disappointment. Oh, I found the diamond. It's the spade I'm looking for. This should be the bunny. There's nothing here to help me. I'm gonna double check that there isn't a radio in that other area. No, there was the bandage I was looking for. Yeah, clearly no radios in here, but I'm gonna go double check that one. Oop. Okay, yeah, that's a club. I don't think I checked this one before. There it is. Oh, those are traps. So you can dodge them, or you can don't remember, this is the diamond, right? Nope. But yeah, so they'll like stun you. I think they may even start.
Maybe.
Sorry, just need a minute.
Shy. Oh, I see you, but I'm fucking dead.
So he might run around this side, and he'll actually damage me, even though he's in the right area. Ah, thank heavens. Evasive maneuver coming in clutch.
I can put up with what Franco does to me.
Let's find that diamond. No, it's my evasive maneuver, so if he grabs me, I shrug him off. Okay, I think this was the diamond. Thank heavens. Alright, now on to the hard bit. Oh, this will be a fond childhood memory in about 5 minutes. You will cherish this experience as... Okay, so there's a couple things I can do to make life easier for me. So that's what the trap does if you don't deactivate it.
What the fuck? What? Why are you doing this?
I gotta find gloves. Oh shit. No, it's gotta be, damn it. Oh shit. This is also timed. Oh, fuck off! Can you see in the dark now? Are you kidding me? Oh, it is the glasses. I've clearly gotten lost. Oh man, that is not good. Okay, so I ran out of time on that one. I have a plan for getting that health back, but I need to not take damage for a bit. Basically, not have that happen. Fuck right off! I think at the very least they can communicate that the enemy is there. Good lord. I'm actually willing to run to another part of the level to try and recover a bit of the health, but I got 22 seconds. Got it. I gotta see what it is first. Okay, boots. Okay, you see the boot. Franco doesn't see me, which is the reason I'm sneaking. So it's going to be one of these upper areas. vest. Fuck this! I still don't know where the vest is. It's not there. There it is.
Targets
Okay, well, it was worth a chance. I see where it is, but Franco's gonna catch me there. Gonna take a chance to get a little bit of stamina back, but okay, not that one. That one. It's down below. Oh, he's drowning. We're good. We liquidated the Union, everyone! Can't say I have a lot of plans for this. Uh-oh. If I can find like one more bottle or something to use. I don't think this is the way I'm supposed to go. Yeah, I definitely got turned around, but at this point I don't really want to mess with a good thing, so the big thing here is I am reasonably sure I can get to where I need to go going the long way like this, and I'd rather not search around for the spot that I missed. This is actually the first time I've gone this way. Normally I go through that side, but it still does the trick. That's where I was supposed to go through. Okay, so we're gonna have a final encounter with Franco. I have a little more health, but I do not want to throw away a potential A+ here. Doesn't matter if he saw me, it won't take 10 seconds. Union liquidated. The future is ours. $82 minutes. Or sorry, 83. 83 and a half. Although I'd say quite a bit of that was probably spent hunting down the radios. How can you see after playing this so much cortisol? Yeah.
Perfection.
I don't know, it's fun.
Tomorrow's wars will be endless and quiet, and we will win them with silent weapons like you.
When it goes well, it is very, very fun. Like, it's very rewarding. And the only thing is that a little bit of the shine of the game has started wearing off now that I'm playing psychosurgery regularly. And the reason for that is I start to see the little imperfections where it feels like the game... And, like, I gotta be honest here, right? Like,
It's my second favorite organ.
I'm well aware that...
I hope you feel better.
You know, it's a video game, so the rules... Like, it's going to be pretty fixed in terms of how it applies the rules, right? But my experience of it very frequently will be things like, you know, you have night vision characters who, you know, will see you in the dark, but when you're in the light areas, they won't see you. So then you go and run to a light area. And then you'll see them, like, march into the area, and if they get close enough to you, they'll, like, damage you. And you're sort of like, what the hell? Like, why is that even a thing? And, like, I get it, right? The logic of the game says, you know, if you're within certain proximity of an enemy, they'll damage you. But just, it is so outside what you would normally expect. And I don't really feel like the game does a good job of communicating to you that that's going to happen. And the thing is that if I'm playing on a, you know, if I'm playing on anything below psychosurgery, I can usually overcome it. Like sometimes some of the intensive stuff, you know, I might get less than an A+. But, you know, obviously if I'm doing something like that level where the ending is, you know, as you said, right, this is well, the game is disturbing. And what was you had something that you'd said before? Yeah, this is so difficult. Like, obviously that in particular, that can be a lot to take when, you know, a corner case or something that you don't feel was like really clearly communicated to you stops you. Like, imagine that I'd done that 82 and I got an A, like 82 minutes of that, and I got an A-. Like, I'd be going to bed in a pretty bad mood. But I mean, I have the playtime that I have in this game for a reason. I think it's very well done. I like it quite a bit, and you know, I prefer some levels to others, but for the most part, it definitely hits more than misses. And I mean, I'm choosing to do it on the highest difficulty, right? So I am going to be wrapping up for tonight, but it doesn't hurt to do just a recap. So again, police station, orphanage, fun park, courthouse, toy factory, docks, downtown are A+. Suburbs, I now have Liquidate the Union as A+. Is that level always like that in terms of... Yes. So the way that it works is that every level will have one trial. So downtown is Pleasure the Prosecutor. Docks is... I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's basically like it's like distribute... It's like poison the medicine. So... Toy Factory, I believe, is Pervert the Futterman. So there's sort of like a headliner, and you can sort of see like this almost printout sort of look on the side of the image. That's like a big 45-minute mission, like what I did there. And usually what it does is it introduces new mechanics in the game. So like, you know, the first one is usually the police station. So you meet the first prime asset, Coyle. And, you know, just that's introducing you to the trials. And Coyle's ability, if he attacks you, is he'll disable your rig when you get hit by his baton. However, Mother Gooseberry, in contrast, she'll cause you to bleed if she attacks you. And then in the orphanage, I believe there's at least one where you actually no, I think it's just one. No, it's two, actually. Sorry, Foster. Or is it? Yeah. I think it's foster the orphans and definitely gather the children of God. Less clear on foster the orphans. But basically, like, you have to carry a heavy thing to the end of the level, which I believe that was the first one to introduce it. I know you don't carry anything heavy and cancel the autopsy. I guess you carry the... No. Okay, I'm wrong on that. You have to carry the fuel canister, so... as you go through these, they start sort of introducing both new prime assets and new sort of mechanics. So like, I think downtown is the first one where you have to sort of stay in an area and let it like charge up before you can move, before you can unlock the item. And I'm trying to remember, there's definitely something in the toy factory that it introduces. I'm just trying to remember what. I know there's like crushing the boxes, but that doesn't really feel like that feels more unique to the level. Anyways, I mean, just they're interesting layouts, right? And what usually happens in those trials, so like for the suburbs, I'm going to be going, like I won't be going by the union, like the protest or anything like that. But all of those houses I was going through, I'll definitely be going through that for disrupt the neighborhood and eliminate the legacy. And get out the vote, actually, for that matter. So get out the vote is going to be a lot more like moving that, moving the union boss around. Disrupt the neighborhood. This is the one that I'm actually least looking forward to on psychosurgery, because this part involves me having to do, you know, those like symbols on the radios. I have to do that again. But the catch on this one is you get a limited amount of time to see the symbols. So I have to go to that, I have to go to the generator and recharge it each time. So my hope here is that I just have to do it once and then I never need to do it again on psychosurgery, because obviously not having the intel helper, you know, there is a sense where it's a little more difficult in the sense that like you have to keep going back to certain areas and, you know, like the enemy will, or like there'll be enemies that potentially hit you, so there's more opportunities for being attacked and such. But in reality, it's just a drag, right? It's just you have to keep doing repetitive things and hope you don't get lost, and you know, you just, you know, you got to do it to get your A+, and then you kind of hope you don't do it again. At least for me, like I think the levels look really good. Some of them I like more than others. I think the lack of intel for Disrupt the Neighborhood and the fact that you kind of keep going back and forth doing a lot of things doesn't let this game shine in some of the ways that it can in other places. And then Eliminate the Legacy was just recently added here. So basically we did the big 45-minute trial. These are the MK challenges. You can see them from the little MK marker up here. So it's the same location. Some of the spots are going to be closed off. Maybe other ones will be opened up. I don't think we go into the school, for instance, for Liquidate the Union. Or maybe the school is where the union meeting happens. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there's you know, you sort of repurpose the level. And like story-wise, right, they build an environment, and depending on what the trial is, they set up and close down certain parts. But long story short, for the suburbs, I have 3 more MK challenges, which have a par time of 15, but obviously I'm going to take like half an hour at least to get those done. Shopping mall, I'm actually not that worried about. Investigate the Minotaur and fabricate the scandal are relatively straightforward. Investigate the Minotaur involves carrying something heavy, so it gets a little tricky just to move around, but I already did an A+ on Kill the Politician. And the resort is brand new, so unfortunately I only got an A on that. That's a big 45-minute one. It's the only one in the resort right now. So I'll confess, like, the when you're going solo, the jewelry part is it takes a while. I've gotten a little bit better at doing it faster, but on the other hand, I also am down an inventory slot when I do this. So, you know, it's meh. You know, you manage as best as you can. But in practical terms, right? 3 here, 2 here, so 5 MK challenges and 1 trial, and I will have done all of the levels on all of the difficulty levels and gotten an A+. And then from there, my intention is to stick with the roguelike mode of escalation, because you get a little bit of bonus XP, and it's... Well, I think you may have seen it, right? There was that one on, like, Ultra 2 difficulty where I had, like, the countdown and the frost and, oh, you can't run, and, oh, it's that time-limited level. Like, that was... that is probably the hardest single trial that I've had to do. But it worked. Oh, sorry, and it did bleeding, right? And then also in a week, we will finish the special event, Advent of Bogomolova. So presumably, I don't know if there'll be a new catalog, because we've already done that one here, but we'll have the, we'll presumably have another set of challenges or opportunities to get more stamps. But until then, my plan is to keep plugging along through the suburbs. I don't think Get Out the Vote. I'm hoping I can get that one done in one go. But yeah, the intention here is to just finish off the weekly tasks just through naturally playing. So I don't really want to throw the A+ with the heal rig. I might have to do that in a special trial. But, you know, I'm hoping I can get 6 more locked doors bashed in, complete 9 trials. So, you know, if I do one a day, I plan on doing my daily, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. And then I'm hoping at some point someone I know will come online so I can play chess with them. Oh, that's interesting. People are playing Stroop. Curious if anybody will take the opportunity. I should actually probably just go to bed. But yeah, Queen Maddie knows the chess. It was on sale recently. If you don't have it wishlisted, I would recommend it, because I believe it goes up to 75% off now. So, are any of you familiar with this test? It's like you need to take the color of the word and then use the word. So like down below, I would want to hit yellow, blue, orange, green, orange, purple, blue, red, green, yellow. But obviously the conflicting information of the like the printed word and the colored word creates a situation where you
Please respect all sleep room personnel.
you get confused. I'm gonna try one more time with the chess. I'm not a particularly strong chess player, but I've completed 524 trials. I'll lose if they if they do. But I think they're playing with someone else because I noticed that all of the activity was doing this too. Home sweet home. I went for the randomly assigned outfit. Well, partly randomly assigned. But I haven't changed the decor. I should probably do that at some point. We'll wait for a season or something. My guess here is based on how the rotation seems to work. So there's Geister Winter Kills special event, prime time, special event, Geister Winter Kills special event, prime time. So I started playing quite regularly again when it was Geister. Then Winter Kill, or sorry, yeah. Geister, then Winter Kills. Although, I don't know if I did Deep Burn. Maybe I'm getting this wrong. But in any case, because we've got Advent of Bogomolova here. Oh, wait. No, I think I know. So it's Prime Time, then there was Deep Burn. Then I got back in with Geister 2025 and Winter Kills 2025. So those ones I should have maxed out. So my expectation would be that the next thing would be Primetime 2026, at least if there's if that's not me drawing reading too much into the pattern. And then presumably there's another special event following the prime time, and then that would bring us to Geister 2026. Anyways, I am overstaying my welcome, so thank you everybody for hanging out. I'm glad that I could knock down a few more of the oh yeah, actually, sorry, one more development. I have all the newspapers now. And I have done a single player mansion. And all the evidence. But yeah, so once I complete my my plan, once I complete the A pluses on all the trials, the plan will be to go for more rebirths, right? I want to eventually get 100. But the best way for me to do that would probably be by doing more escalation therapy. So, like I said, that'll be sort of my primary mode until they add more trials and more stuff for me to do. All right, let's see who's online so that we can post them. Kilgore Trout is playing Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. I have seen him play it before. I have no idea what it's about, but I'm going to leave you all in his capable hands. Kilgore Trout is a old game streamer. He's a member of the GOG stream team. He tends to play not just classic games, but tends to play them on original hardware. Definitely someone to watch if you want to get a bit of an idea of maybe what it was like to play it at the time. He does a good job of sort of explaining why he was interested in it, what's going on. So I do enjoy hanging out with him. And he does box and movie hype. So he used to have a bunch of game boxes. I don't think I've seen him do one of those recently, but he does do show off some of his movie collections. And I suspect he probably did a bunch of Robert Duvall movies when hey, Revive Snow, good to see you. I don't know if you got to see Liquidate the Union. You would have loved it. You're like 100% gonna enjoy this game. Anyways, I'll let him explain for himself. But thanks everybody for watching. I will try to be back to Uncle Chops on Wednesday. Failing that, I'll maybe just try and do something new. I like Outlast Trials, but I don't want to become like a primarily Outlast Trials stream. I know it's not 100% for everyone. But we'll figure out what to do. Anyways, have a good night. See you all Wednesday. Until then, take care.